Hi, it's John Doe, aka Frags with the DNB Academy, and welcome to another video. Today, another Serum 2 video, and for this one, we're gonna be making those really evolving intro sounds by managing to blend in the Wavetable oscillator with the Spectral oscillator, so we can make some really cool and weird stuff out of this one. So yeah, let's flip into Serum. First things first, I'm gonna try to set sort of the foundation of our sound, and we're gonna take the decision and be like, what we're gonna use as that so-called foundation. What I felt like could be really interesting, be like sort of a Reese sound. So for that, we're gonna go with a saw wave, in this case the defaults. We're gonna make it like 3 octaves lower, something like this, and we're gonna give it a couple of voices. Bring down the detune a bit, so we can have this sort of Reese and phasey effect. Let's turn on our mono, legato, and always, so we can, right? And then the next thing we're gonna do right at get-go is turn on our filter, assign it to oscillator A only, at this point, make an MG low 18, for instance, because this is all we need from this oscillator, right? I'm gonna increase the main a little bit. All right. Let's just tweak the attack and release of our main envelope. Okay, cool. So now that we got the foundation of our bad atmospheric hit, whatever you want to call it, we're gonna add the second one. So we're gonna turn on oscillator B, but this time we're gonna choose the Spectral, all right? But instead of that, we're going to do some spectral synthesis here to get really cool textures to play underneath, or let's say on top of our actual respacey layer. So for that, we're going to go into our factories, and we got this spatial tab here, which has awesome sounds. And we can start by these drone ones, like, see, really cool. And for that, we're going to also take advantage of this new feature from Serum, which is 2 filters simultaneous here, because this one I just want to use it for our oscillator B, because I want to apply a different type of filter to achieve some different kind of nuances. So for that, I'm going to apply a Scream LP for this one. Increase the scream a bit and the resonance. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the legato, so we re-trigger every node. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna tweak the drum chorus, chronos in this case, and see if we can do anything else with it, just to add a little bit more juice. So first, I'm gonna add LFO1 to our filter 2 cutoff. We want something slow that does just as an envelope. So we're gonna go like super slow, like that. Here, this resonance, really cool. Okay, now we can just, look around here and see if there's any other of these spectral wavetables any worth, like this one. See, really cool. Really nice, stabby, and actual like really deep ambience that we can grab out of this. I'm gonna now go to the filter and add a point here so we can get rid of some of these lows that we don't want to have on our mix. Right, let me solo. See, like we don't want these because these are mostly being used with our and being produced with our oscillator A. Let's increase the level of it actually. Bring this down a bit. Cool. So now that we got this, let's use the feature that has been doing wonders in my sounds, which is the buzz, right? So we can now actually buzz effects here and assign different parts of our synth to it, of our patch in this case. So I'm going to use the convolve with a little bit of delay. Okay, so for the convolve, we can choose something either from the coloration. It's a really cool set of sounds there, and here first we need to assign any sound so we can actually hear what we're triggering. So we're gonna go to our mix, and you're gonna make sure that the bus is only going, we're gonna only gonna send oscillator B to that bus. That's the one that has the spectral, synthesis part in it. You see. Really nice. So let's tweak a little bit of this. So we're gonna make our delay a little bit longer. And here we can browse. Make it a little bit smaller. A little bit high pitched on the tone. Bring down the main a bit, it's too loud. Okay, and now on the main, it's pretty much what we're gonna process the whole thing together. We're gonna compress it a little bit in multi-band mode. Apply an actual reverb after it. I'm gonna go with one of these new ones, the nitrous. I'm gonna make it big. Cut the lows up until like 80. And now to add the last bit of texture to this and to make it sound even more original in a sense, we're gonna add just a little bit of a texture, as I previously mentioned. So we're gonna go to our S2 noises. There's a new one called like the stretch vinyl and the vinyl crackle that do what you say. It's really good. We can pitch this up a bit so we don't get it that low. And we can also, on our mix, send our noise to our bus, all right? So it also gets spread out. Forget, we still have this envelope. If you want to make things a bit different there on the filter. And still pitch this down. In case you want something darker. Really nice. I feel like -1 octave is the spot. All right, so this is pretty interesting. It's a really cool way of designing ambiances and new soundscapes for your tunes. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace!